What's good, loves? It's me, the Jasmine Lopes, and I'm back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you all how I got these super cute feed-in cornrows.
Oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Alright guys, so I'm going to work on freshly washed hair. I'm going to take down this towel, and you will notice that my hair is in fact in mini twist all over. This is because when I condition my hair, I also detangle it and section it off. It's just way easier to blow dry that way. So I'm going to take this rubber band and just gather my hair so it can be out the way. And I'm going to blow dry each section one at a time. It's the easiest way that I'm able to blow dry my hair because I have so much on my head. And so we got to do what we got to do. We make it work. So I'm going to take this section and blow dry it out using my Revlon blow dryer brush. I believe it's the One Step Styler brush. All the descriptions to all the products that I use will be in the description box down below, so make sure you check it out. I love that blow dryer, especially when you have natural hair. So I'm gonna go ahead, take that and put it on the high setting and just go ahead and brush my hair as if I'm detangling it, working from the ends to the roots. And y'all, this is real time. Watch how fast and easy it is to blow dry this hair. I will never go back to doing the chasing method with a paddle brush and blow dryer. This takes both of those and puts it together in a very easy and quick way. I'm moving this hair out the way and then I'll get back to blow drying, but it really takes no time. And just like that, my hair is dry and my arms don't hurt. So I love it. So I'm just going to speed through as I blow dry the rest of my hair. If you notice I'm making faces while blow drying my hair, it's because my hair holds heat. And so from time to time, my hands would just be burning, but I got through it. You got to see it through, my boy. So now I'm back and look at all of this hair. As you can see, the ends of my hair are still dyed, but eventually I'll get a trim and most of that will be cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Talib Wajib healing oil and put a generous amount in my hand because we're going to use this to start putting the moisture back in my hair. So I'm just going to rub this throughout my hair, making sure to really get the roots and the ends of my hair. really working it throughout my hair because I just finished blow drying it. I'm going to then take the rat tail comb and part my hair down the middle, separating the two sections where my 2 feed-in cornrows will go. So at first, I start by just parting my hair without any product. I started with the edge booster to part my hair, but eventually I switched over, which you will see a little bit later. And that's just because I didn't like how the edge control wasn't allowing me to move my hair and really perfect that part like I like it. I think the edge control just kind of held my hair in one spot. And so as you can see, I'm struggling and it's not working. So I'm switching over to the Shine and Jam. This stuff, much better. I was able to part my hair so easily and I wasn't struggling, as you'll see. Look how smooth that hair just moves out the way, and I'm just able to part my hair so much easier. If you'll notice, I'm really focused on this front portion because this is what people see first when they see me with these braids. So I really wanted the front portion of my middle part to be perfect. The back part, I couldn't really see it and I didn't really care if it was super straight or not. So we're going to just go ahead and fast forward through this. So now that the hair is parted in 2 sections, I'm going to take one side and that rubber band I used before, I'm going to use that to put away one section of my hair. And now we're left with this side. So I'm just going to smooth that Shine and Jam throughout my perimeter. That's really going to help to grip my hair. So it's good that that's there. So next, I'm going to moisturize my hair. First, I'm going to use the leave-in cream by African Pride. And this is just to apply that moisture back into my hair. So I started off with oil throughout my whole entire head. And now working on this section, I'm going to add some leave-in cream and really work that throughout my head. The next product that I use is curling cream, also by African Pride. These products aren't my favorite, but if you're a natural, you know that it's expensive being natural. So I try my best to finish products before I try a new one. So I'm really just using this to moisturize my hair. And as you can see, it's already bringing some sort of life and shine to my hair. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more of the Talib Wajib healing oil to my hair, really focusing on the roots and those ends because they are dyed and I don't want my hair to break off. This is a protective style. It's supposed to keep my hair safe. And so I really focused on moisturizing my hair, making sure it was healthy before braiding it up. So now I'm going to take some Shine and Jam and just really work it on my edges because I really want this to be as sleek as possible. I am natural, so I understand that I'm going to have some waves, I'm going to have some bumps, but if I can get it as sleek as possible, the neater it will look and the longer the braids will actually last as well. So what I'm doing here is just sectioning off my edges. And I do this because I don't like a lot of tension on my edges. We're trying to save our edges, ladies. We want to keep them. So what I'm doing is just going in and taking out any edges that I don't want braided up. And whatever I do want, I'm just pushing that back and just separating the hair, taking my time. This portion took a little longer just because I really wanted to be sure it looked good. I then am taking some of that Shine and Jam and applying it to the portions of hair that I sectioned off, and that's just so when I'm braiding I don't grab them, so they're pretty much just laid or jammed down to my forehead in a sense. So you'll see me just go ahead and do that, and then you'll also see me add more Shine and Jam to my edges and really work that in with that comb. And this is again so I have that sleek, smooth look. Also, Shine and Jam helps for gripping my hair. And we're going to just fast forward through this section. I left this part in because I wanted to show y'all I'm human. I'm not perfect. I will start to braid my hair and I tend to look at it after braiding a little just to see if I like it. And if I don't, I'm going to take it out because I want this style to last. And if I notice there's just something out of place, I'm going to start over and really just take my time. So that's why this is fast forwarded through, because you'll see eventually after I get a quarter of the way there, I take it out. So here I am just removing the hair, but also making sure that the sections that I added are still separated. And all the hair, and again, everything that I use will be in the description box down below. Right now you see me just combing out that section again and smoothing out my hair. And then I take a small section that I part off, and this is the beginning of the start of my cornrows. So I'm going to section my hair off into 3 pieces and begin to cornrow back like a normal cornrow. And eventually you'll see me add hair, and I only add hair to one side. This is because it allows for me to have better grip of the braiding hair that I do add in. So you'll see me do that eventually as well. So again, here I am. I braid with just the 3 pieces in the beginning, And then I go ahead and I reach for some hair. You'll notice that the braiding hair that I add in or feed in to these feed-in cornrows will begin to get larger. I'll begin to add larger pieces, and that's because I want the braid to start off skinny and then, thicken up towards the end portion. So I'm going to go ahead and only, again, add to one side of my hair. So I'm reaching for a piece of hair that is still fairly small, but larger than that first piece that I originally added into my hair. And so I'm just going to continue to do this until I get the thickness and length that I would like. And y'all, don't mind the multiple faces that I will be making while braiding my hair. I am tender-headed, and so from time to time, I have to grip my hair a lot tighter because it is thick. And it causes a little discomfort, but because my hair is so thick, eventually when I move on to the next portion or I grab another piece of hair, it loosens up anyway. So I try to grip my hair as tight as possible because I know as I'm braiding, it's just going to loosen right up. So as I braid, I'm just checking, making sure everything is smooth. I'll add some shine and jam here and there. And as you notice right here, the braiding here is even thicker than it was in the beginning. And it's just going to continue to get thicker and thicker. Again, all the information about the braiding hair that I use and everything will be in the description box down below, as well as any links that I can find for either the hair or the products will be in the description box down below. So that's just me checking out the braid. I was contemplating here if I wanted to take it out again, but I also just felt like I came too far on this braid to start over. And honestly, at the end, I'm happy I didn't start over because the braid looked fine. I just had to trust the process. So I'm just going to continue to braid all the way down, continuing to add hair to one side. I couldn't tell you how many pieces of hair that I use, but I did in fact use a pack and a half of the braiding hair. Again, all the descriptions to all the products will be down below in the description box, so no worries. I then take more of that shine and jam and just really smooth it out so that I'm able to grip my own natural hair while braiding. And honestly, for me, I don't know about anyone else, but this is the hardest section to braid for me because my arms are in this very awkward position. The hair is very thick right here because the cornrows are bigger, and it was uncomfortable, but I made it work. I stuck it through and I got it done. So I'm just making sure that I grab every single piece of hair, leaving no strands left behind, and adding it to this braid, as well as adding additional hair, braiding hair, because I wanted this braid to be fairly big, and I also wanted it to be pretty long, which you will see at the end. So here I'm adjusting my arms to better grip the hair, but eventually I end up throwing the hair all back to how it was in the back first, because I didn't have enough hair to switch over yet, or like it just wasn't working for me. Also, you'll notice here that I take some Shine and Jam and I apply it to my natural hair to smooth down my hair a little bit more, just because it was sticking out, and I wanted these cornrows to last at least 2 weeks, which they did. So I'm happy that I took my time with this braid and really took my time to conceal my hair and allow it to blend into the braiding hair. You'll also see that I'm going to reach for that rat tail comb and comb down my hair a little as well, just so that it's more smooth. So here I am using that rat tail comb and just combing my natural hair so it can blend better with the braiding hair. And I also moved the hair to the back just because I was not comfortable. I didn't have it braided down enough in order to braid in the front. There I am taking the rat tail comb. And I'm also checking out the thickness of the braid while doing this and everything to make sure that it's where I wanted it to be. You will see me from time to time still reach for braiding hair, and that was just to add length to my braid. Here I am, starting all over, but not willing to start completely over. So I just redid that and reached for some hair because it was not thick enough for me, or to my liking. And now finally the braid is long enough where I can just braid with the hair in front, because my arms were hurting, y'all. My arms were hurting in that position. But I'm going to continue to take more hair and just braid it down, continuing to have the same thickness. And I'm gonna apologize in advance because I really thought I was in frame for this while braiding my hair down, but apparently I was not. So I'm sorry, guys. And the funny thing is, while I'm doing my hair, my friend is also asking me to do her hair, knowing I don't do hair. We're on to the next braid. This braid, I literally did the same thing. So you will see me fast forward through this. But if you need a reference or need the video slowed down, don't hesitate to either slow down the video or rewind it to see the side you just watched. So I'm going to do the same process, sectioning out my edges, braiding, adding hair just to one side of the feed and braid, and doing this all the way until I get the thickness and length that I want. And y'all, look how neat those braids look. And now I slowed it down just to show you all that at the end of each braid, I knotted it just so it wouldn't unravel. And I'm left with this much hair left at the ends. And so I'm going to fix the other braid and braid that all the way to the ends. I included this clip because I want you all to see how long these braids actually were. They came past my hip, but I left a decent amount of hair unbraided because I'm gonna take some perm rod and wrap my hair, which you will see in a few, and dip it in some hot water to allow for the ends to be curly. And right here, I'm just seeing how much more I need to braid down before I knot the end. So taking this small section, I wrap the hair around and I loop it through, creating a knot. I then take some Shine Jam and apply that to the ends of the braid. Next, I take purple perm rod and I wrap the hair around the perm rod, stopping the perm rod slightly above that knot that I created. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as well. And now these are what the ends look like, and I'm gonna take those and dip those in some hot water. So I'm gonna use this tea kettle to dip my ends. And guys, I cannot stress this enough. This water is extremely hot. Please be careful. If you're not able to do it, ask an adult if you're younger, but just please be careful. Do not burn yourself trying to dip your ends of your hair, because you're not gonna come back to me saying, oh, I burnt myself. I told y'all it's hot, so be careful. I then am going to take my towel and dry off my hair, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and I'm going to leave those rollers in until the hair is completely dry. Next, I'm going to take the Tropical Roots foam. Any mousse honestly will work, but this is the mousse I had on hand. As you can see, I'm struggling to get the mousse to mousse. The mousse just was not moussing, y'all. I'm so corny. But yes, I'm going to take that mousse and apply it all over my head generously. And this just helps to lay down any flyaways that may be there and to really set the hair in place. Because again, this is a protective style that I want to last. I did not sit here taking my time to cornrow my hair for it to only last a few days. I'm just going to take that and make sure it's all throughout my head. I'm going to then take this scarf to tie down the top of my hair. I'm gonna leave this scarf on overnight and actually sleep in it. So this is what I look like, fresh face, just getting ready for work. I'm going to take down my scarves. And as you can see, I slept with those rollers in. So I'm gonna remove those. And you're gonna see this really cute, tight curl at the end of the braid. It's tight now, but over time, the longer you wear it, the looser it will get. And if you don't want the curl this tight, you don't have to do it, or you can use a larger roller or a larger curl. It's just really up to your preference. So I'm going to take down the scarf. And as you can see, everything is laid down. Nothing's sticking up. It's all in place. Ooh, I'm feeling myself. Yes, period, sis. I'm going to take this edge booster and just do some little swoop-de-doops throughout my edges. I sped this up because I really didn't do anything too fancy with my edges. I just gelled them down to my liking, and you don't have to do that. Honestly, the style looks good without it, but I was feeling myself and I just wanted to do something fancy. And this is the final look. Yes, I love this hairstyle so much. I think it's such a great hairstyle, especially for the holidays. It's quick, it's easy, it's cute. So this is my hair. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you made it to the end, shout out to you for sticking it through with your girl. And I will see you all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 5. Bye.
My favorite holiday.